overwhelming. Meanwhile, elsewhere on the island, Kenneth Taylor and George Welch were just returning from an all-night dinner, dance, and poker party. These brave pilots, still in their formal dress, raced to a couple of P-40 Warhawks, got them fueled and armed, took off, and quickly found themselves in the middle of a real battle. These two pilots caught up with the Japanese close to Pearl Harbor and Hickam Field and engaged the Japanese with 30 caliber guns. Taylor and Welch quickly ran out of ammunition, landed at Wheeler Field near the center of the island, refueled, reloaded with 30 and 50 caliber ammo, and took off to fight the Japanese again. These two brave pilots are credited with downing a total of 6 Japanese warplanes before their own planes were disabled. Both of the pilots received a Distinguished Service Cross for their actions that infamous day. 402 U.S. planes were on the ground at the time of the attack. 188 were destroyed outright, 159 damaged, and 155 were left on the ground, but in varying stages of repair. That first wave of 189 Japanese Zeros, Valves, and Kates hammered Hawaii for an hour and 40 minutes. Then came the second wave of 171 airplanes to continue the strafing, bombing, and dropping of torpedoes for another 120 minutes. A total of 360 enemy warplanes as the attack proceeded at Pearl Harbor and Hickam Field. As you might imagine, the devastation was awesome. On the eastern edge of Ford Island, in the center of the harbor, 7 of our battleships lay at berth. The California, Oklahoma, West Virginia, Tennessee, Arizona, and the Nevada. The Japanese hit first with Kate torpedo bombers. The initial wave of Kates hit the Oklahoma, California, Nevada, West Virginia, and the Utah. These Kates were equipped with special shallow-running torpedoes designed specifically for the attack on Pearl Harbor. You see, the shallow waters of Pearl Harbor would not allow the use of normal deep-running torpedoes. Coming to your left right now, the Curtiss P-36 Hawk, on the tail of a Japanese Zero, simulating those 5 brave pilots that were able to get in the air. Then came the Val dive bombers, armed with 1,700-pound armor-busting projectiles made for 16-inch battleship guns but converted to aerial bombs. These Vals dived down on the Nevada and Arizona. Anti-aircraft fire veered the Vals away from the Nevada on the first wave, but the Arizona was not that lucky. A bomb stabbed the Arizona through her forward magazines and exploded, touching off more than 1,000,000 pounds of gunpowder. A sailor on the Nevada watched the Arizona jump up at least 15 to 20 feet in the water and break into 2 pieces, forever entrapping 1,200 American servicemen in an underwater tomb. The ship sank in less than 3 minutes and remains at the bottom of Pearl Harbor to this day as good testimony to that devastating attack. At Marine Air Corps Station Ewa, PFC Melvin Thompson was on guard duty when 9 Zeros attacked the base, just like you see in front of you right now, diving down. He stepped out of his guard shack, drew his .45 caliber pistol, and began firing on the plane. One of the Japanese pilots, Shiga, saw Thompson firing back. Years later, Shiga remembered Thompson's tenacity and his fighting spirit, describing the lone Marine as the bravest American he had ever seen. All over the island, soldiers were bringing their weapons to bear in the fight. Anything they could get working. Their .45 caliber pistols, Springfield rifles, and in some cases, they were able to get 30 caliber and 50 caliber belt-fed machine guns into action, bringing down numerous of the marauding Japanese Zeros, Valves, and Kates, but there were 360 of them, so the battle was dawning. Meanwhile, at Bellows Field on the northeast coast of the island, more U.S. Army Air Corps pilots were racing to their P-40s. Just then, Japanese Zeros appeared and started strafing runs. One P-40 pilot was killed as he jumped into his cockpit. 2 other P-40s were down just as they got off the ground. Take a look at the Kate torpedo bombers. Torpedoes slung underneath. You can imagine the devastation that came from those shallow warning torpedoes in Pearl Harbor. High overhead, the Zeros flying, doing the straight.
The airmen persevere, succeeding through effort and excellence.
People always are looking for the underdog to kind of win the first prize, you know. And if he comes in first place, and if he's the underdog, boy, the people just love that. And I mean, we were the underdogs. We started off with zilch, with everything that could possibly be thrown against you was thrown against us. And we beat all of the odds.